Went on a date with a guy. He went to the bathroom like 5 times in an hour. Why? As someone with anxiety who remembers dating very clearly, I feel for this guy. Odds are it was a legit bathroom issue of the number 2 variety. And even though it's probably gross, you should be flattered that he likes you enough to be that nervous. The simplest answer is dude had to fart a lot. There's no obvious answer that you're missing or anything. He could have a medical condition that he's not aware of. Or he could have jugged a bunch of fluids before the date out of nervousness, perhaps something caffeinated. Caffeine is a diuretic, so he'd have the energy to present himself well. If you plan to keep seeing him, you'll know pretty quickly whether it's a fluke. If it isn't, you shouldn't probably encourage him to get it checked out. The type of Reddit post that annoys me the most. Right after the obvious fake ones. Redditor A. It might be this. Op. No, it's not that because blah blah. Redditor B. It might be that. Op. Nah, because blah blah. Redditor C. It might. Op. You obviously have a clear opinion on what it is since you keep rejecting any guess made here. What do you want us to tell you? What is the aim of your post? If you are going to refuse any suggestion, hitting his vape. He said he has no medical condition and it's not out of nervousness, anxiety. He could just be lying. It's embarrassing to share that. I know 'cause I have IBS that can get triggered by anxiety. Ruining a date by getting an emergency is a true fear, and if I was in his situation I also wouldn't tell my date I am having issues. Stress and anxiety can cause prostatitis, a swelling of the prostate which makes you have the sensation of needing to pee even though your bladder is not full. It could be that, but from the other comments, it seems like it could be cocaine. The obvious answer is that he had a family dinner across the restaurant and he had to dress as a British nanny and check in every couple minutes. 2 words, pharmaceutical cocaine. This might sound silly, but he might get gassy when anxious and doesn't want to pass gas during your date, so he goes to the bathroom. Even if he does have a medical condition you think he'd tell you about, that's still embarrassing. Did he happen to have the sniffles? Key bumps? Cocaine. He's sniffing coke was my first thought. People on cocaine don't realize how often they go for a line. Stress increases GI issues. Or he was doing cocaine. He was visiting his other date. Have to split time between the 2 of you. Somehow that's probably more logical to you than them lying about or not knowing about a medical condition they have, rolling on the floor laughing. You know they say plumbers have the worst pipes, roofers have the worst roofs. You see what I'm saying? You're putting way too much faith in the fact that he's a surgeon and believing this means he's perfectly in check with his health, both mental and physical. Drugs.
Cocaine.
As another person said, it may be just farts. Some foods make me extremely gassy. Raw onions, potatoes and bell peppers for example. Perhaps he just had to fart and decided to go do that in the bathroom instead of sitting there and holding them until they started making that roaring sound in your intestines.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.